All right, thought she was gonna call me out because I now have two active accounts. I used to have like four active accounts, but it's like $40 a vehicle each, and I don't really come here a real lot. So usually they're pretty cool, and they just go ahead and waive me and give me the. So you never remember. Nope, that's which is which. There it is. So she was diplomatic and just took one of my other accounts and use that, because at one time I was spending $160 a month, and there's no way I wasn't even coming here to justify it, really. But I didn't. But then I changed out banks and credit cards, and they all freaking changed, and I didn't update the account, so now I basically have two active accounts, and they usually just give it to me, because the deal is you can come here every day, all day long. You know, you pay $40 a month, $39.99 a month, and you have unlimited car care as far as exterior, not interior. Now, how does Mr. Rebel take this? This car wash now is probably 22 years old, I would have to say. Okay. Neutral. They spray the windshield. Make sure your windshield wiper blades don't come on so they don't rip off your windshield wipers. That's funny. Oh, you got the bird crap off. So how does the Rebel dog handle this? Ugh. Yeah, see, cleaning this thing's so big. Oh my gosh. Is this a 2-hour? It's a conservative hour. Wash this thing back at the house. It's at least an hour's project. Getting everything out, cleaning it, then eventually wiping it down, drying it off. Sorry, I will take this all day long. And in my world, the truck looks just as good. I guarantee there's people on my channel that don't even ever really even clean their car. You know how many people don't even clean their car? It's pretty bad. My brother. Do you think my brother goes to the car wash? Rarely. Barely. Yeah, my brother's 70 years old. I had to ask him, like, are you 70 or 71? I can't get track of everybody. So my brother's 70. My oldest sister's 71. My other sister, I think she's like 68. Is that right? Maybe 67. I think she and I are 5 years apart. I can't keep track. Some people are good with that stuff. They just know everybody's birthday and, anniversaries, events. That ain't me. Now to me, I only wish this was like Florida, where you can then pull up and you have your own self-service vacuum, and you have the capability to wipe down the vehicle on your own. That's down near my dad's house. That's a lot better setup. So this is maybe a 10-minute excursion to an hour. But the thing is, it gives you the steps. Like today, I've barely done any steps. Yesterday I did over 10,000. The day before I did over 14,000. And since I've been just sitting for the most part, there's not it's not the same. So see, to me, I wish they had a separate line where I would just borderline drive through. So if I engineered this I would have had 2 lanes. Number one, a really busy day, you have 2 lanes to get traffic in and out faster. And number 2, you give the option for a person just to drive through, doesn't want to sit around and wait. Oh, yeah. This guy's all by himself today. A lot of work. A lot of work. That guy. You see that guy does, must be like, no way, exhausting. Exhausting. There's a vet. Does that guy need that car clean? That's unbelievable. I see so many people bring their cars in there. Even for me, borderline, it's just about getting a film a lot of the dirt and stuff off. We haven't been having the rain, so I got to put water in the pool. I just remembered that. How is my little boy doing? Hey, just close the gas cap. Just close the gas cap. I'm good. Thank you, buddy. Have a good day. Give the guy a break. In my world. Alright, hopefully my little boys, this is so challenging with this intersection here with the dog and all the people. It's a dangerous intersection. Alright, I'm going to get home. My concern now is, does this guy lose it before I get out of this damn truck? I mean, he's getting that look in his face, kind of like, hey, Dad, I need some time. Yeah, that'll be a disaster. My truck's in a reek. Yeah, I'm getting worried. He's getting that look, everybody. Hopefully we make it home. Yikes. Well, he's holding it down. Oh, he holds it down. I mean, he just has that kind of feeling like he's going to do something. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully. Poor boy. What just a beautiful, beautiful day today. I can't emphasize enough, man. This is a day to be on a motorcycle for sure. So nice. I mean, wow. Just the change of seasons really on our doorstep once again. Wow. Heading on back in. Haven't had my protein drink yet. That really makes a difference in my appetite throughout the day. You know, one thing I haven't talked much about my channel is how Harley-Davidson is going to have a new CEO beginning October 1st. And the CEO is this guy is something Starr. I think his last name's Starr, and Albert Starr. I can't. But the whole point is, he's the former Pizza Hut CEO, Top Golf CEO. They call him kind of the turnaround guy. So now he's going to be the CEO of Harley-Davidson, and so many people are scratching their head like, what is this guy bringing to the table? The guy looks like he's definitely in his 60s. And yeah, so what's going on with Harley-Davidson, right? But what they're saying is Harley-Davidson sold off their financial division, so they cashed out of that. The Harley-Davidson Financial is now no longer owned by Harley-Davidson. So I guess that was a windfall of money for them to get them through these newer, challenging times. And they're kind of, it's challenging for them because you think about it, there's still a very active base of the Harley guys, but at the same time, they're fading away. And then bringing in new riders. But I think, tell you, a lot of it also, though, is it's so much competition today. I mean, that's the thing. He just has this look about himself. He's getting ready to throw up. But, you know, he rode from Florida to Virginia in one day without being car sick. anyways, the whole point is for Harley, you know, what do they do? What do they do besides create the inexpensive motorcycles? I guess that, but for a Harley dealership that has the overhead that they have, how big those operations are, to be selling $6,000, $7,000 Harleys, they're going to stay in business when they used to make $6,000, $7,000 off of one sale of a CVO or maybe a trike. I mean, you know, I'm sorry, everybody. These dealerships make huge money. They really do. And the YouTube guy, he's just reinforced what I've said for years. You'll never really know the price or cost of the car from a dealership. You'll never really know. But to hear YouTube claim that he can go out and buy a brand new car, keep it for 3 to 6 months, turn around and take maybe a $1,000, $2,000 hit and sell it back to him, then that tells me straight up that there's $10,000, $10,000 profit centers in these new cars. There has to be. Because you buy a $50,000 car, the trade-in value of that car at best would be $40,000. So it just reaffirms what I've been saying for ages. All these car dealer guys, managers, GMs, they don't know the real price of these cars. The owner will never, ever tell them how much they really pay for these cars. I'm sorry. They won't. People are like, oh, they only make $500 off a new car. It's like, you're full of crap. It's just like motorcycle dealerships. Oh, we only make a few $100s off a motorcycle. You're full of crap. Yeah, the Honda Monkey, you sell for $3,000. Yeah, do you make $500 off, $1,000 off of that? Yeah. The Honda Goldwing, you probably make $4,000 or $5,000 off that motorcycle. The sales guys tell me that when they sell a Honda Goldwing, that's a damn good sale. They'd rather sell 5 Honda Goldwings for a whole month instead of selling 15 or 20 small bikes. What does that tell you? It's the same story with Harley. How the hell are you going to survive selling $6,000, $7,000, $9,000 motorcycles with the commitment of the size dealership? It's one thing to start a brand new dealership and build the infrastructure around not much profit, and you don't have a lot of overhead and a big ass building and an image. To have the image of Harley Davidson, the size of these buildings, the overhead, the staff, there's no way, man. There's no way that you can survive off of inexpensive vehicles. All right, like I said yesterday, I counted on Facebook over a 30-day time frame, Skyline Harley sold 22 motorcycles. Now, does that mean that every person bought a bike was a person that signed up to get their picture taken? I have no idea. What I'm going to do, I am going to feed him separate from everybody else and give him his pills, just so that it's not a confrontation. And now I'm on pill. So Ginger's got 2 pills a day. The poodles have eye cream 2 times a day. Now Rebel is on pills 2 times a day. Yeah, what do you think I do? I mean, sincerely. Hey, you know, what do you want to do today? Well, I'm going to go feed the dogs, and then I'm going to give them all pills. Yeah, well, you create your own dilemma. So it's so funny. Brian didn't know that that's a weed. So he didn't kill it. Yeah, what I really need to do now that I've said another whole trick to taking care of your grass and weeding it, you have to knock down all the high grass to be able to spray. That's a whole other ball game. So like for me to spray my property here a few days ago, that wouldn't have been the best idea because everything was too still tall. All right. He made it home. Thank God. And my barn door's open. Let me put my windows down. Air out the car. Sometimes I just have my windows down just to air out the car. And this is where this vehicle here, you turn it off, but the technology stays connected. All right, let's get this guy out. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. If he runs to go take a crap or throw up. He may be thirsty. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get his canned dog food out and give him his pills. And he's going to love this stuff. And that way other dogs aren't fighting for it. So let me do that. All right, let's see if he likes it. Yeah, see, again, I'm going to mix it in with this stuff here. He'll love this stuff. All right. All right. So I put a half a can of that in there with other dog food. I'll just put this in a bag. Save it for later, but life is good. For the rebel dog, life is good. Thank goodness it's something. Thank goodness it's just that, man. I mean, when you have a dog, you know, I mean, I'm very, as you can tell, attached to my dogs. I mean, I go out of my way to take care of my dogs. Do they get you aggravated sometimes? Yeah, but it's like life. You get sick of your husband or wife or friend that pisses you off every now and then. That's just life, whatever. So yeah, the dogs do the same thing they do, but overall, I'm heartbroken to lose one of my dogs. So I don't want that to happen, and that's why I'm going out of my way to take care of them. And see that? And so hopefully this helps get his situation back under control. All right, you know, it's back to the same old thing, man. I am now the guy that has so much stuff. You know, I got all these pills in here, and then over here, you know, more pills. I don't believe, so I'm gonna put the dog food. But now I gotta remember, this is so much bigger than Ginger's. It's all identified, but now I'm gonna put the dog food there. And, you know, I was just thinking to myself it's incredible how over the years everything changes. And it's like my lens isn't the most clean here from this view right here. I don't know if I got it dirty, but anyways, it's incredible how so many years ago the Saturday morning was all about the kid. It's just as you get older in life, you get such into the routine of taking care of things and people and situations. So many years ago, would have been a Saturday, would have been either me going and coaching basketball, or it would be taking Julia to soccer, or it would be going to the horse. So it's just incredible over the years, or really so many years ago, I was so much more adamant of running around the weekend, taking care of my business, and I just don't have that. I don't have that. I anymore. I'm like, oh well, I'll just push it to another day. I'm out this going before me, and I was working like every Saturday, Sunday, even the point I would go out and work early in the morning to get back to take, you know, to go coach a game or to get Julia to soccer or whatever it may be. The wife would help too. So anyways, the whole point is just incredible. You know, so here's a Saturday morning now where I have the freedom to kind of do what I want to do. And that's what happens. You're so programmed in life as a parent to take care of your children. And then as you get older and they all grow up, and then you spent 10, 15 years of just revolving your life. And that's the biggest thing that's kind of has hit me probably the hardest is, you know, close to 20 years of taking care of my child, Julia, and then poof, you know, just gone. Poof. And that's what, you know, really, and I would have to say most parents, if you were close, I mean, there's a lot of parents who aren't close with their kids. I mean, sadly, there's a lot of sad stories of parents and their kids where they don't have a connection. I mean, they don't really enjoy each other. Now, I was pretty much blessed that for me, my daughter and I always had a very close relationship, but I went out of my way to make that work as well. So it wasn't like it was by accident. And what you learn from that is it's a time you spend with your child and which you sacrifice to be with your child. And a lot of parents, they just don't want to do it. There are so many people that just want to go disappear, that have other things they'd rather do with their life instead of babysit their kid. I mean, it's a huge problem in reality. It's a huge problem. Sorry, there we are. There. And the guy didn't, it's interesting, out at the Percival car wash, they don't treat the tires. But at the one in this Leesburg, it really slows down the line. They do the tires. And as I get older, I don't really know if I want the tire stuff on my truck. I think it looks good just the way it looks. All right, now the goal was to get, I want to say Kiefer, was to get Rebel fed without being interfered with, and I don't want these other dogs wanting this canned dog food, because canned dog food is very expensive. My food expenses go through the roof, but it's more work. It's literally open that can up and having to open up and then shovel it all out, and I'm just not up for that. All right, let's let the other dogs in. I should say, let's let the other dogs out. Now, Rebel disappeared. I'm assuming he just went and took a crap. Thank God, not on my truck. You know, this little Pioneer, I need fuel for my fuel tanks, but I don't think that thing would handle, see, the fuel. Well, yeah, it's in the back end, so I don't know. It would maybe, but that's not really street legal, so cop could definitely, I don't know. It's such farm country out here. Like, dude, you know, it depends. He could be a jerk. I'd be like, I'm not even a mile away from the gas station, but he'd be like, well, don't you have a truck? All right, so Rebel Boy, thank God, he'll be on the road to recovery. And once again, you know, what did he get into? What did he eat? That's what you have to wonder. As we have the Jeep Mojave. You know, the Jeep Mojave, the challenge to that is the back seat. It's not as really, that truck's a better environment for them to get in and out of. All right, he wants to go see his brothers and sisters. So, you know, you can only hope, you can only imagine if all these dogs, so now I get another problem. Now Gypsy's got something. Look at this here. I was just going to say, can you imagine a Gypsy, this is more like a throw up than something else. So now that's a little concerning there. What's that all about? I mean, it just doesn't end. So now, to monitor that, everybody, what did she get into? So now I got to take this pan out. You know, it's a full-time job, everybody. To me, that looks like throw up more than something else. So now, once again, if she starts doing this, then I got to make another appointment. Now, so she now get into what Rebel got into? Who the hell knows? Oh well. That looks more like grass. That looks more like grass vomit. That's what that looks like. Is there some grass in it? So I don't think it's that radical. Hopefully not. Yeah, you know, I think you have 7 dogs. It's inevitable. Things are going to be going on. There's always be something going on. All right, the wife's supposed to be coming back home tomorrow. Try to get the house. Goal is to have the house a little more cleaned up. Get this more cleaned up. Get this pool table. You know, it's a shame I can't get motivated to play pool. That's a shame. I just don't think, hey, I should play pool. But that's destroyed. But the whole point is, try to get the house looking respectable. So when the wife comes home, she'll feel like she has a home. Now, I'm very intrigued. This is so funny. The dogs were totally quiet, but I started talking. All right, get out. Come on, let's go. Get out. This is crazy. The dogs were not making one sound, so I turned my video on. Here's what I'll tell you. Here is, how does that work? This is no lie. The dogs have been quiet. The minute I turned this video on, they went nuts. These went nuts.